Right, and so welcome to today's YouTube video. Alright, now I would be recording this inside the gym, but every time I record inside the gym I get done for copyright. That's one of the reasons why I stopped recording for a little bit. But basically today's just going to be a talk over of my lower body event specific session. Okay, so I'm going to talk about everything that I do to prep ready for the ultra marathons. Okay, we're going to talk about everything I'm doing to prep for the Ironmans. All right, but I'm going to do it as a voiceover recording while training legs. Okay, so I don't get done for copyright. Okay, so let's get in the gym, get this work going, get moving. Okay, and I'll show you what my leg day is. Okay, all done within 1 hour. That's it. Let's go. Right, and so welcome to this voiceover. Okay, so like I said on the start of the video, if I record in the gym without putting music over it, it gets copyrighted. So I'm recording it this way. Okay, I'm just going to talk about how I'm doing my lower body sessions at the moment. All right, so as you can see from the start, okay, we start off with a lot of mobility. Okay, a lot of mobility. Now I'm ex-military, and although they're big on fitness, they're not big on stretching and mobility and all that sort of stuff. Okay, whenever you finish PT, they just send you on your way. Okay, go stretch in the shower. That was their favourite saying, go stretch in the shower. So when it comes down to mobility and that sort of stuff, I neglected it like crazy. Okay, and if I have to keep looking down here, guys, I do apologise, my daughter's asleep. Okay, so I neglected the mobility stuff for a very long time. So we started off every session now with mobility. I'm over 30, okay, well, I'm 30 now, okay, so I need to do the mobility side of things. So obviously we started off with things like toes up, okay, toes up hill walks, basically tiptoe walks. All right, and then we moved on to like a hip flexor and hamstring dynamic stretch, okay, rocking back and forth. All right, and the whole reason we do this mobility stuff is just to get everything awake. Okay, because everything is getting tighter and tighter given the fact of the sheer amount of work that I am physically doing. All right, obviously the amount of running volume, okay, the amount of cycling volume, the swimming volume, all right, the bodybuilding sessions, okay, it's a lot of volume. Everything starts to get tight in and around here, okay, and in and around my hips and everything. So it is a massive deal at the moment going forward. All right, I've got to try and stay as mobile as I can, and the reason being, the main reason as well, is when I did the ultra last year, okay, my hips, my glutes, okay, my abductors, my adductors, they just crumbled. Okay, I got about 23 miles in, and all hell broke loose in and around that pelvic area, okay, that glute area. All right, everything broke down. Now, did I train for this specifically last year? No. Okay, last year I just went all guns blazing and ran, okay, and still carried on doing my bodybuilding strength work. All right, and when I say bodybuilding strength work, I mean like the hypertrophy work, okay, where I wanted to build the muscle, okay, and still have big thick legs like I used to. All right, and that is so counterproductive. It is unreal. Okay, now I've always been known for having good legs, big legs, strong legs, okay, and getting that into my head of losing the sheer size of my legs, okay, and yeah, last year I was trying my best to keep my legs as big as I could while running the ultra marathon and training for the ultra marathon. This time round, okay, I'm being a lot more clever. All right, and everything is now sport specific, event specific, as I like to call it, event specific. All right, because obviously I'm training for an Ironman and I'm training for one Ironman, 2 ultramarathons. Okay, so everything is event specific. Now I am nursing an adductor tear. Okay, I've been nursing it now for a while. All right, hence why in the squatting part of this workout that you've seen on the TV, okay, I've only got 80 kilos on my back. All right, now I'm a 160, 170 north squatter normally. Okay, so having to drop down to 80 kilos, okay, you know your adductor is not working correctly. All right, now that being said, I'm doing it nice, slow, controlled, pausing at the bottom, okay, not relying on that squat reflex, okay. So when you get down to the bottom, not relying on your legs to be working like an elastic band to fire myself up. I am pausing at the bottom, okay, and utilizing the actual muscles itself to stand back up again, okay, fixating on making sure everything's firing correctly. All right, now in the video you've seen that I've done like an adductor squeeze squat. All right, so I'm holding a med ball between my legs, okay, activating that adductor, all right, to try and strengthen it up, okay, before I go into my big compound, all right, big compound squats, okay. So there's 2 things already, okay. So I'm massive on mobility for my lower body at the moment, okay, and I'm nursing an adductor injury, so I'm doing light barbell compound squats. I'm still keeping them in there, okay, but I'm pre-activating it by doing a adductor squeeze squat just to get everything nice and warm. We then move on to the unilateral stuff, okay, the single leg work, okay. Now this is massively important, because when it comes down to the hill work, okay, of the ultramarathons, all right, you're constantly driving, constantly pushing off that single leg, okay, going uphill, all right. So your glutes, okay, I need to ask them, okay, your glutes, all right, your hamstrings and your calves need to be working correctly, okay. And when you do things bilaterally, okay, 2 legs at a time, okay, when you do things bilaterally, your strongest and most dominant leg, okay, will 99.9% of the time take over. So unilateral work has to be implemented to strengthen up that one side, make sure everything's firing correctly, make sure you're training everything correctly, all right, and make sure everything's actually activating and building at the same speed, basically, all right. And then normally, once I've done the unilateral stuff, I do then go into like a bit of a burnout, okay, put as much volume into the leg as possible. I normally use the track for this, okay, but there was a lady on the track and she was doing all her workouts, so I didn't want to go and bother her and move her out of the way, okay, just so I could do mine, okay. Obviously I train in a commercial gym, so you gotta be polite, all right, you gotta be polite. So normally I use the track, and I normally do just continuous sled pushes, okay, medium weight, and I just set a time frame. So I look at the clock on the wall, but it's 15 minutes left of my session. For 15 minutes I'm not going to stop pushing, all right. And it's just an endurance side of things, okay, building up that lactic acid threshold, okay, making them legs work over a longer period of time when they're tired, okay, because at this point my legs are already tired, my muscles are fatigued, okay. And then you put, let's say, 60, 70, 80, 100 kilos on the sled and keep walking for 15 minutes, and keep pushing for 15 minutes, your legs are on fire, all right. So it's just to get that endurance side of things up, okay, and performing at a high level when they're tired. I couldn't do it on this one, okay, so I end up doing full gaming split squats for 15 reps at a time, but I could feel a little pull in my adductor, so I only did 2 sets, okay. I will do no more than that. So that's basically like the ins and outs of how I'm going to roughly in regards to my lower body days, okay. Lots of mobility. I'm still doing a big compound, okay, even though I've had to reduce the weight. I focus a lot on unilateral movements, okay, and I also add in a endurance side of things towards the end, okay, a little bit of volume towards the end, okay, a little bit of a burnout just to get everything moving. If you enjoyed the video, okay, please do drop a like, comment, subscribe, okay. Obviously I'm trying to build this platform